So the other day I roll into work, sit at my desk, and the first thing I hear is my coworker ripping the loudest fart I've ever heard in my life.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
So that week, overtime at my job was mandatory, so the start time was 5 a.m. So I was getting up at 3:30 in the morning, so I sit at my desk, I'm tired, and that's the first thing I hear. I haven't even turned my computer on yet, and I hear the loudest fart I've ever heard in my life. It was so loud, it had so much bass to it. I thought California was gonna separate from the United States of America. So I'm sitting there thinking in my head, is this my life? I'm 43 years old. I'm at a desk job that doesn't even have walls. It's not even a cubicle. I could see this woman, disgusting, old, obese woman. She listens to werewolf smut and like weird dragon role play, man. So I think she's doing it on purpose. She cranks it really loud. I think she wants attention. I think she wants you to say, what are you listening to? And spark a conversation. The other day, I heard the narrator all enthusiastic, never question the authority of the dragon. And I'm thinking in my head, what is this crap, man? What happened to my life, man? So you know what? It's pushing me to succeed elsewhere. I need to make it in this life the non-traditional way. I think the way of life in America, you could no longer work a factory job and support a wife that doesn't have to work and 2 kids. You need to work like 2-3 jobs now. A desk job, you can't buy a Ferrari 308 anymore with a desk job like you can in the 80s. So I need to make it another way. So I've been waking up early, hitting the gym, and then on the weekends I'm gonna wake up extra early, also work on my content, man. I just want to camp all the time. Yeah, man, I can't do this no more. You know, this old lady, man, she's not a nice old lady either. Like when she first got there, I try to respect my elders. I always try to respect my elders, try to make her life easier. In a nutshell, I do data entry. Some merchandise is easier to input into the computer than others. And me and my buddy, we try to give her all the easy jobs. And she was still an ingrate. Like, we try to take all the harder stuff to input into the computer and give her the easy ones. Like, you don't need to really inspect anything. And one day we had nothing but easy boxes. So we had to split the easy boxes. And she gets mad at us. And we're doing her a favor, trying to help her with her stats because we were told her stats are suffering. She gets mad at us for taking some of the little easy boxes. And my buddy's like, hey, we all need to put stuff into the computer. We need to be fair here. She starts pushing the boxes, hitting the boxes, and she's like, bastards. She's a nasty old woman, man. Before she really pissed me off and I told her off, she would talk about stupid crap. Like one day she goes up to me and says, my stomach hurts. I ate too much bean dip. And in my head, I'm thinking, don't eat bean dip. So the day she rips that loud freaking fart, man, my friend's girlfriend sees her in the break room. You know what she's doing? She's pouring bean dip on her sandwich.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop eating bean dip. If your stomach can't handle bean dip anymore, don't eat bean dip. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's my freaking life now, man. It's gonna change, man. My goal next 2 years, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm actually working on another side hustle right now. It's starting to do well. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. I don't want to be one of those guys that says, yo, yeah, guys, I got this new business and then it bombed. So I'm just gonna keep working hard. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to my buddies here. Tommy is Tommy. He came down here from Utah. He like sells tires. Like, you know, he's a tire rep. So he messages me and I'm at work and says, hey man, I'm in San Diego. And I say, yo, meet me here. So he meets me right here. So we do a video about my Fiat 500 Abarth. So I'll upload that this weekend. And then I want to give a shout out to my buddy Jeff in Texas. He just ordered an Action Van Suspension Ultimate Lift. Me and him are going to go camping in November. So if you guys want to go camping with us, unofficial van meet, man. I'm not announcing anything anymore for now. I'm just sticking to the friends that I know don't talk behind my back. Just the good people, man. Little drama happened within the lifted van community. I just want to avoid that for now and just lay low for now. But this ain't a fad for me, man. My ideal life is I want to camp all the time, make money doing my side hustles, my social media. And yeah, man, being around that nasty grandma that eats bean dip and listens to werewolf smut. There's another story about that. I'll link it here somewhere. I need to get out of this style of life. Making good time right now, getting to work, so I just pulled over, admiring these nice houses, the beach. This is my drive every day going to work, and someday, instead of being the guy driving to work, I want to be one of the people jogging on the beach. I haven't had a dog since 2015. Maybe it's time for me to adopt a dog again once I start succeeding in life. I want it bad, man. I think I'm low-key depressed, maybe high-key depressed, but I know if I got some help, they're probably just gonna pump me full of pills, and I don't want that. So I've been reflecting a lot in life in 2025. What a crazy year this has been. My cat had a stroke on January 15, and 2 days ago was her 10-month anniversary of being a stroke survivor. I didn't think she would make it this far. I absolutely adore that cat. Great kid. My father passed away late March. I found out, you know, people are kind of talking behind my back. So I said, you know what, it's time to change my life up a little bit, and I want to leave this thought with you guys before I head into work here. If you got that passive-aggressive friend, it's time to dump them. I love the gym. I'm always talking about the gym. I'm not trying to preach it that you must live my lifestyle. I just talk about how I love it, and it helps me and my best friend Jonathan. You know, we're going through things, and the day I upload a video about going to the gym and, you know, loving it, I get a meme from one of my friends. He sends me a meme of Hulk Hogan died at 70 and he lived a life of weightlifting, and Ozzy Osbourne died at 77 and he lived a life of drugs and drinking, and my friend likes to drink. So, you know, when people do that sort of thing, are they like trying to low-key take a cheap shot at you that their lifestyle is better? You know, those little passive-aggressive comments. You know, I'm already pretty depressed in life, and when I do lifted van meets and I can't stay any longer, and you know, I have a full-time friend rub it in saying, oh yeah, I don't have to go back to my peon job. I don't need that in my life, man. I don't need those cheap shot comments, and a couple of my full-time friends have acted that way, and I just don't need to be around that no more, man. So one day I'm gonna have a nice house like this. I don't think I want a nice house in a touristy area like this. Like later on, this is gonna be super busy. How do these guys back out of their house? You know, so I would like to live in a rich neighborhood that's quiet and be one of these people early in the morning. But instead, I'm headed to work. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Tons of videos being uploaded this weekend. Someday, Brooke, I want to get you a house like this. There's a saying, be with someone who's with you at the start of the race, not someone waiting for you when you're at the finish line. Rich people life. See, man, every day I drive to work, I'm picturing myself, well, like I said, not on the beach, not a touristy neighborhood where I can't back out of my own driveway. See, these guys are here every day. And this golf cart, that's a spare car. That's like an errand car for those guys. Rich people life.